Hey, if you like this video, subscribe to my channel, comment below, like and share this on social media, but let's get right down to it. Before I get into all the Star Wars news, my friend Mike came over the other day and he gifted me a Kylo Ren Force Awakens action figure, and I thought that was pretty cool. I appreciated the gesture. I just wanted to give him a shout out. So many things were going on and hitting off every other day for the past week when it came to the Star Wars world. Instead of doing one video for every single thing, I decided to just do one video. So the first thing, Lucasfilm Disney, they released a new YouTube channel specifically for kids with the Galaxy of Adventures animated series. Now what they did was they took sequences and events from the original trilogy and they recreated them in this anime type style animation geared towards kids. Now I watched some clips of it. It's geared towards kids, so I didn't want to jump in it, but I feel like Lucasfilm and Disney is kind of itching to get their hands on or remake in some way the original trilogy in their own way of doing it. And I think this is a way to try to get kids with a whole new generation involved in the Star Wars universe and introduce them to characters by going to a kid-friendly platform with animation using clips and audio from the original trilogy. Look, I get it. They got to squeeze every penny they can out of the Star Wars machine. I'm fine with it. I just hope that they don't try to go live action and remake the original 3 trilogy, because I just think that's a big mistake. Again, let the past die. Let's keep moving forward. Let's see what the new stories bring us, which leads me to the new series that Diego Luna has that is in development for... It's our next bit of information. His Cassian character from Rogue One is getting his own spin-off show, and they just hired the showrunner from the Real Americans. Is it the Americans? Yeah, the one where they're like Russian spies and all that other kind of stuff. And again, that's like perfect because it's like the spy espionage kind of thing, which is what, you know, he was kind of like a spy double agent kind of guy in Rogue One, even like killing an informant that was freaking out in the beginning of the film. So I think they got the right showrunner involved in this, and as much as you can keep that kind of show grounded in reality, I feel like they will ground this show when the writer's room starts really knocking these things out. Really nice to have that in there. The Mandalorian had some breaking news too as well. Nick Nolte, who is one of my favorite actors, who has a movie in the theater right now about Alzheimer's. He has been cast in The Mandalorian. And that is so awesome. Nobody knows what character he's going to play. Everyone's speculating, blah, blah, blah. Just wait for the show to come out. Wait for them to start giving this stuff out. But the fact that they're tapping into this kind of caliber talent, I'm really excited that Nick Nolte is in The Mandalorian. I can't wait to see what he brings to the table. I've loved him since 48 Hours. The original, not necessarily the sequel, but the original 48 Hours in his not so PC kind of way in the 80s, how he treated people and did things in those movies. Unbelievable performance, and he's just had amazing performances over the years. So he's going to really add some depth in some way, shape, or form to The Mandalorian. And it just goes to show you that Jon Favreau and everybody involved is really thinking big picture. And when you look at what they're doing with Diego Luna and his show, and television is where it's at. And it might be the best way to tell these stories instead of... with the feature films having to fill all these storyline gaps with comic books and movies and animated things and all this kind. Do a series where you can flesh out the characters over 10 or 15 episodes and give good stories. And then you're not scratching your head going, well, maybe Boba Fett did survive the Sarlacc pit. You know what I mean? So I'm really excited about that. And then, along with The Mandalorian, the Russo brothers visited the set of The Mandalorian, and they are not opposed to jumping in some way, shape, or form in the future. I mean, they're already in the Mouse House with the Marvel films. They're kind of like, yeah, we could do a Star Wars movie, and hell yes, they've been nothing but great with Marvel and Disney, so why would you not let them into Lucasfilm's area and let these guys run with a Star Wars film? So I'm really excited about that. And they also talked while they were on set that the way Jon Favreau was shooting this, he's revolutionizing how they do television. So I don't really know what that alludes to. You know, we don't know what they're cooking up magic-wise as far as how they're shooting this. I mean, I know that like Lucasfilm did an ILM and Skywalker Sound got together to do X-Lab, where they're doing like VR stuff, and some of that imagery looks amazing. Who knows if they're able to drop actors into completely built worlds? I don't know. It's all speculation, and anybody that tells you anything different is just completely full of it and doesn't know what they're talking about. So that's really, really cool. You know, and the news just keeps pouring out every other day, but this is just what I've been hearing. I'm excited about everything Star Wars as usual. And episode 9, you know, there's still lots of rumors out there, and there's people out there on YouTube that have complete channels devoted to it. But I would say 90% of all the theory, speculation, and leaks are just baloney. And I could see J.J. Abrams and everyone else kind of throwing out little nuggets of fake news in order to throw everyone off course. So that's kind of how I'm feeling about it. And so anyway, that's that. So that's my Star Wars little roundup video. If you like this video, you can comment below, like it, share it on social media, subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you on the next Star Wars roundup.